This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
Kei aku iti, kei aku rahi tēnā koutou katoa. Nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei whakapāhotanga o te Super 8 Rugby Whutupōro uni ana kura tuarua ki konei ki ngā motu e whai wāhi mai nei ko enei kapa rangatira e rua ara ko ngā motu. Ara, ko te pāpā I o ea ko moihau husband, rāua ko Dale husband e mihi kauatu ana kia koutou ko tūhono mai nei ki tēnei whakapāhotanga ki tēnei o ngā tukinga. Ki tēnei o ngā papatākareo e ki ana ko te gali kāti. It's a pleasure to bring you coverage once again of the Super 8 Rugby competition. Secondary schools clash. Welcome to Palmerston North Boys High School for this first 15 heavyweight clash between New Plymouth Boys High School and Palmerston North Boys High School. Week 4 matchup, Dale. Are you excited?
Yeah, it's really great to be back at the gully, of course, today, and wonderful to have all the tauira from the kura up lining the hill, so to speak. This should be a really great tussle here today. I'm really looking forward to the battle of the forwards. Got some great packs, both squads, and the matchup between the eights, in particular Kate Davis and Jonty Skirman's going to be a feature of this afternoon as we get a look at the results and where the table sits. Obviously, New Plymouth doing really well with another great win over Hastings, 40-24. Huge scoreline too for Palmy over Gisborne Moiho. So they both come in pretty decent form here today and really looking forward to the action. Pretty decent day down in New Plymouth as we speak, as we look at the back end of those results. But the Super 8's always exciting and really pleased to have coverage of it coming out at you live here on Whakaata Māori. Mihi ana kia koutou e te whanau, Moriori kia tātou. As always, welcome to Super 8 Rugby and the home of rangatahi sport, Whakaata Māori.
So both teams coming off a recent loss, unfortunately, but they will certainly look forward to improve some of those errors in the previous week. Koe anō, kei te kite atu tātou I te hunga e whai tūru ana ki tēnei o ngā pātū wata wata. It's a beautiful sight seeing the boys sitting up on the palisades blowing their trumpets. Let's have a look at some of the at the team lists, and firstly we'll have a listen to the words from the kaiako ki ngā āhuatanga e hāngai ana ki tēnei kēmu.
Hi Daniel, how much of a statement would a win here today be at a midweek away game in front of the packed crowd?
Yeah, I don't know so much about a statement win. It's a special place to play. I think it's one of the best places in schoolboy rugby. Awesome to have the whole school out, creates an awesome atmosphere. So yeah, any win in Super 8's tough, so we're just aiming to do ourselves justice with a good performance.
What have you really been focusing on in training leading into this game?
Just making sure we know our roles. Defensively, we thought on Saturday against Hamilton we let ourselves down a little bit, so trying to make sure we're really clear there, and then just being confident that when we see chances we've got to pull the trigger and go after them. So yeah, hopefully we can do that today.
Thank you very much, all the best.
Thank you.
Hi Chris, this is a pretty famous game today in the gully in front of the whole school. How excited are the boys today to go out and play?
Our boys are very excited. This is the first school game this year, so everyone will be out. So there'll be 1,600 boys there, and our supporters on the terraces just in behind us, and hoping we'll have a good game.
I'm sure the energy will be high in the early stages of the game. What do you want to see from the team in the first 20 minutes of the half?
Just real simple rugby. Speed to set, physicality, and hopefully with that we'll build a bit of momentum, and hopefully things will go our way.
All the best. Thank you so much.
A ko ngā reo e rua o ngā kaiako e rua ara ko Daniel Turnock, te kaiako mo te kapo o ngā motu. A wai hoki ko Chris Luke, te kaiako te papa I o e a tātou mā, as he said, 1600 young rangatahi filling the banks and the terraces of the gully.
Moiho, here they come, getting out onto the field. You know, you can't help but feel good for these young fellas as they get an opportunity to roll it out and about in front of their home crew. Here's the lineup for Palmerston North, and Max Hill will be in the front row alongside Luke Ironhelt and Wills Madden. Locks today, Mariku and Webb. Josh Stevens and Ollie Reid will skip at the side, on the side with Johnny Skirman at the back. Keep an eye out too for Mitchell Hopper, Steinmetz, and wide out we've got Whanua and Cole Cullen at the back, Tino Kuki. Their bench today, Amon, Lungangafau, Maasi, Hauraki Moss, Walker and Greaves. That's the lineup for the boys from Palmerston North, and awaiting their opponents who'll join them on field in just a moment. Great to have you with us here on Whakaata Māori. The track in fantastic condition as always, as we welcome onto the ground and to the haka
Pōhiri
and Pōhiri for the squad. Wonderful scenes.
Whakawhiti atu ki te rāringi kapa o te haukainga a tātou mā. Ko ngā paumua ko ratu, ko kata, Nate Werder, te kai kāpene, te kai tikape ia, Graham Jones Nichols, lightest the vice captain alongside the opening flanker and Flynn Bryant. At the back of the scrum we've got Kay Davis, Hawhi Peke ko Heath Sheehan, Topatahi ko Lalemand, excuse me, of French heritage. We have Zach Revel on the left wing. On the right wing, we have Wipiti Boylan. In the centres, Matok Elisara. And at the back, Liquisine. On the bench, we have those boys. We'll acknowledge them as they come onto the field as the tuakana lay their portai in acknowledgement to their final year. Ka puta I ka awhiro, ka puta aihu I te mutunga tau nei. Hoki I haere atu māua ko Dale ki tēnei wāhi I te rātau. And it's a beautiful pitch. It's been astroturfed with a rubber deck and a lot of sand. So a few carpet burns this afternoon, I'm guessing.
Well, it's in great condition, and it really is a beautiful day for footy here today as we get down to the haka. Great to have you with us here, Palmerston North Boys at New Plymouth Boys High School.
E te rongo i te i. I te ui. E te rongo i te wana. Tau i hongi ke e te pera te tata o te tū. O te haka e mihi ana ki ngā kapa e rua kamutu. Ki ngā tini tāngata e haka ana i te wā kotahi. Nau mai e te iwi ki tēnei tukinga. I wainga nui i a ngā motu me te pāpā i o ea. Kei te poraka mā ko ngā manuwhiri. Ko rātou ko te pāpā i o ea ko Palmerston North Boys High School. Ka mutu ko te haukainga ko ngā mutu i Plymouth Boys High School. Rā te referee ko Warwick Lamert.
That was a really great start to the game in Moiho. That's Super 8 rugby all out, isn't it? And these two teams, the rivalry is deep. And of course the pride in the kura is well and truly on display here this afternoon. They'll just swap sides here, but wasn't it wonderful to see the haka perform well with those tauira up on the hill and lining the side of the famous gully. And what a proud kura it is. Both of these schools have wonderful reputations with sport and academia, and it should be a hell of a clash here this afternoon and about to do battle here. Wonderful to have you with us too on all the socials and on the YouTube channels, and of course live on Whakaata Māori, bringing it to you in association with our sponsors. And just awesome to have midweek sport live on TV, live on Whakaata Māori. We are underway, and in the white, our boys from the Manawa 2 rolling it left to right, and it'll take a little bit of settling here early on, but expect some fast, open and expansive rugby as these two teams do battle in the Super 8 competition.
Me mātua tūpato te haukainga nei ki tera o ngā topatahi. A Bastion Laleman kuia te topatahi, keeping an eye on New Plymouth number 10. Originally from Talents in France, played sevens. He's one to keep an eye on.
Well, here's the first line out of the afternoon. Look at the sky, is absolutely beautiful wherever you are watching today across the Motu. We hope that you two have a decent day as it is here in New Plymouth. Ngā Motu, as it's often referred to, as we get the first throw in. They're about to get underway here. Max Hill with the throw, secured by Palmerston North as they work it out through the middle, and a lovely little break here for Caden Party. Get some good meters. Let's see if he can get the follow-up needed to secure the football. Referee Lemert keeping an eye on things immediately. Enthusiastic start from both sides here as they push forward just outside the 22. Home team with the football. Little sleight of hand. Good defence coming in from Eric Miller. Rolling on the back. Want to maintain possession here and get some use with some phases, some controlled football. Ramotu, big lefty as well, turning in the back, and it's been knocked on at the back. Will come back. And just couldn't handle it there. Steinmetz and a scrum feed. Decent start for the home team.
Yeah, just some early nerves, some early jitters. E te rongo i ngā piro, ngā karearoto, tino paitawa pawaka kiki, box kick.
Yeah, Hitchin almost facing his own goal line too as he kicked it back over his head. It's going to be set. These set pieces are always important, particularly in the early stages. She interfered the scrum. The blue headgear shows his partner with the back, Kay Davis, in the number 8 position today. Well, that's good defence, reading the play nicely. Wrapped up with the footballs, Davis. He does deliver it back, though, for Sheehan. We'll work it out. A flat sort of a kick, angling towards touch on the far side of the field, but it's picked up there by Cookie. He does the wise thing, too, and seeks touch, but it doesn't find it as well. Ngamotu now with the football. Into centre field they go. A bit of a cut-out ball over the top, cleverly delivered. Stepping back into traffic. Einhelt. Prop forward with the tackle. Expansive play, working it through the middle as well here. Great track into enemy territory. Go New Plymouth Boys High School. Down the right side they come. Short passing. Clever play. The coach Chris Luke will be pretty happy with the start. Another shunting run too, but the defence is equal to the challenge here. Lots to like about the way they're letting the ball do the work, and this break up the middle, solid, charging forward. Put some pressure on Tino Cookie. That's the big number 5, Blake Nichols. What a surging run it was from Nichols. Crossfield kick, smart play. Is the take on? Is the bounce right? Well, clever thinking. Just didn't quite pay off, but you can sort of feel the mood, the tempo that the local lads are starting the game with.
Te hanga o te paoro, he uaua te āta pānui. Ana, he rawe te wāwāhitanga o te awa. Te rārangi wawao, ka tahi rā te oma mai tērā o ngā pauraka. Ana ka kite anō tātou I te kiki. Pai ke atu mehe mea I mau te parirau, I hopu rānei te parirau I te pōro, I mua I tana taka ki te papa. Would have rather to catch the ball on the full there because it's very hard to read the bounce, but awesome option.
Yeah, for sure, and it could easily become a half volley. Why not? They'll get an opportunity to draw first blood here, as the saying goes, and a pretty decent and kickable position for the penalty. Stepping up for the responsibility there is this young fella with the French connections, so to speak, Bastien Lalemond, and he steadies himself. Not much of a step back, just a few short steps. Looking to glide this one through.
Ana, ko te haukanga, ko puta. Hatana ihu. Ko pai te kiki. Bueno, welcome once again, e hoa mā tēnā koutou katoa. Welcome to Super 8 Rugby. Tukinga nui tēnei mō ngā kura e rua, 2 proud schools, 1 big contest ahead. There's no easy games here in the Super 8, and we've got a doozy on hand. Tradition, pride, history, all in the one line today, here in the gully.
What percentage footy is taken there? There'll be a few high fives going up as well, up the side. The Plymouth Boys High School, of course, a proud kura, and both sides know what's at stake at this one as well. You can all already feel the tension. Those early contacts have really set the tone. So it's a line out from the far side, and again the climb is decent for Ollie Reid. He holds the ball back steadily as well as his team drive forward. That's good skills, but the ball has been stolen. Out with the football now. Again, the home team, plenty of support. Up in the stands, working some magic wide. Just looking to create an overlap. Defence strong this time from Party, I think, in with the tackle. That's Cole Cullen. Puts himself into the mix. This is Big Ratu. Has the football here for Ngāmotu. Picks up just a couple of metres. Wanting it quickly at the back is Sheehan. The drive on continues through Davis. Pick and go. Look at this go. What a run. Holds the ball nicely. Still in control. Ngāmotu. Forwards come and set it up through Sheehan again. This time steady. That's a couple of busts through.
Yeah, that was Broke Leicester, the vice captain, the hometown. Nice little tip on once again, and for a second time running. Popped up. Oh, Karoha. Beautiful passage of play there. Hei tā te kai wawao. Hāmene, Rutu, Teitei, Warwick, Lambert, Lemert, Te Rewhari.
And thinking about the 3 points, very important to collect when you can. And this will be another opportunity for Bastien Lalemond to pick up the extras. Really liking this style that we're seeing, but about to break just a few moments before this piece of play. Another great opportunity. Just trying to build some momentum. Wonderful to have you with us here today. Thanks to Caltex and Apollo Projects, one of the sponsors who helped to bring the action together here on Whakaata Māori. Just into the right-hand side of the post, about 30 metres out at the infamous gully. Seen so many classic games over the years here at New Plymouth Boys High. Strikes that one pretty well, and the flags are up. We've got a 6-0 ball game here. New Plymouth Boys in front here in this Super 8 clash, live on Whakaata Māori.
Ai, hiki nā ngā haki tohu ana, ko pai te kiki. E ono ngā kau te ina nei. Taranaki maunga, MΑORI. Ko tū mai nei tēnei wahanga tuatahi o te kemu.
Well, of course, the Kura is a traditional powerhouse in the Taranaki region. It's known over the years for producing some very skilled and athletic players. And a strong reputation. Of course, the rivalry from Super 8 goes back a long time. Palmerston North are going to bring the grit. This ball's been knocked on, so it'll give an opportunity for the visitors from close range. And they've weathered quite the storm, Moiho. And the opening exchange is 10 minutes. And the momentum has certainly been with the home squad. Now an opportunity for the visitors to get ball in hand and attack from close range.
Tino nei, wā tuatahi ko whai wāhi atu. Nā manu whiri ki tēnei taha o te whira.
As Luke Island felt this side.
Palmerston North, previous winners of the Super 8 competition last year, I feel. Hoki ngā mahara, me he mea tika ana. I recall going down to Palmerston North where they played up against Rotorua in a thriller.
Here's the scrum feed taken at the back by Mitchell Hooper. Well, he's under some pressure. The ball's been stolen. The home squad are really on a bit of a roll. They've got away to a great start. Here's that left foot again from Shen. Over the top it goes. Pressure on at the back. Responding with a kick downfield. Come all the way back though.
E he ngāwari te rongo. Te ahune e tākoro hi ana ngā manuwhiri, the visitors from Palmerston North Boys High School, up against 16,022 players. There's 1,600 on the bench, and there's 22 down here on the AstroTurf.
Well, that doesn't make it 16,000, does it? Go get them, boys.
1,600.
Yeah, 1,600.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the timing has allowed these lads to come out and toe-tuggle. That's what it's all about, Super 8.
Normally kicking off at 12 o'clock. We had to come out after lunch so the kids could get out and support their team. It's good signs.
The universal song of support. Here's she. And gee, there have been some neat busts as well here from the Gamutu players. Referee just waiting for the screen, for the feed. Mr. Lemert, he's not satisfied. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward here. His commands need to be adhered to as he talks to the front row. Hill, Madden, Ihlenfeldt. Maraku is locking alongside Leo Webb. That's a great image, isn't it? Yeah, one that's treasured in secondary school rugby worldwide. Bit of a hold up here. 12 and a half gone, 6-0 scoreline. Let's see what New Plymouth can do with the ball in hand. It's just a little bit higher, the pass from the scrum base. Opting to come back into the traffic, fair enough too. Sheehan gets hold of it too, as 8 Davis, who pushes forward as well. Scrambling an extra metre or two. Now, using the back line, chance of an intercept as well. Standing in the tackle. Palmy, up on defence. That's Biguratu, Mukata. Still alive with Gamutu, keeping it tight, just trying to maintain possession as we look for another breakthrough, and that's exactly what has happened. opened and no one is home. It's a run to the line. Brilliant individual play. And that's Nate Werner. He gets hold of the run, and it's the 4th or 5th time we've seen a break of that nature. This time it pays dividends with a try just to the right-hand side of the post.
E hara I te mea koe nei te wā tuatahi kua pērā te tiki I te pauro. Ka te kite anō tātou I te tuāhuatanga I puare ake. Pretending just to bridge over the ball for his halfback. For karo ake. Hei aha te mahi priti. Pai ki atu kia tiki au I te pauro. Kia puta au I te āputa. Ana kua piro te haukanga. Nana kia.
It was an awesome piece of play.
Second time round.
Shows plenty of pace to outstrip the defenders and run it in for a try. As we look to the other side of the field, not as colourful as what we've been witnessing before. So, looking to add the extras here. The kicker's been successful. He makes it 3 from 3. And it's a 13-0 lead after 14. This is a wonderful start for the home squad. No doubt buoyed on by the raucous and rapturous support of their schoolmates. Let's have another look at Werner. Just picks up the ball and peels back the meters. Beautiful running style. Was able to run around Cookie at the back. Superb try. So Nate Werner. 2 penalties and a conversion. New Plymouth Boys High School in control of the action here after 15. Here's the restart. Work to be done from Palmerston North, but you can't do anything unless you get the football. And we're seeing a lot of concentration coming in. Chris Luke, coach of New Plymouth Boys, will be pretty pleased with the way things have gone, and these percentage plays also paying dividends. Right out the other side as it goes through Whanua, sends it in. This time to Cole Cullen. Now this is a decent run down the right edge. Needs to get the ball back on the inside. Does so superbly to Party, who gets it back to Cullen. Tries to work it into the corner, and it's run into touch just away from the try line. Better play here from Palmerston North High School. And Whanua working it there with Cole Cullen. Just couldn't quite get across the line. Let's see again that half volley pick up with Smart. Little show. And the B-ball pass over the top this time to Cullen. Back on the inside here for Party. Nice little interchange. Gave himself a bit of a chance as well, Cole Cullen. Max Hill with the throw-in. Securing the football. Palmerston North with the ball. They drive themselves forward towards the line. They just need to keep control here. Ngāmotu wanting to upset play, and that's it. He's down. It's Max Hill. Beautifully controlled scrummaging and deserving of the 5-pointer. Max Hill into score for Palmerston North.
Timatanga pai tēnei mo ngā tama o Taranaki Hoia no, kua hoki mai ngā manuhiri. Ki te anō tātou I te tūtira, te āpiti tū, a te kapa o te pāpā I o ea. Ko te nama tahi, me te piro tuatahi o ngā manuhiri. A Max Hill. Strong start from the boys of Taranaki, but the visitors have responded well.
You know, they needed to strike back and strike back quickly, and they did. The play at the back from Party and also from Cole Cullen with assistance there from Mike Whanua really set them in good position, good field position. They secured the line-out ball and then able to drive across the line. Clever ruck work. And looking to add the extras. This one's drifted just across to the left. So scoreline 13-5 after 17 minutes of Super 8 rugby coming at you on Whakata Māori live as we get another look at the great work from the man who threw the ball and then ultimately ended up getting the 5 points.
Yeah, awesome way to hit back from number 1 Max Hill, crashing over for the visitors. He wea no, me kaua tātou e tohua ko ia anake. It was a team try, that effort, certainly from the forwards, that's for sure.
Well, it's given plenty of confidence too. So from within the 22, kicking 2 touch with a decent touch finder. They're wanting to get on with it, then has a second thought. So the boys and the hoops will come back and get themselves set for the line out. Well, that is what can happen quickly. Points scored. So courageous effort here from Palmerston North to bounce back as quickly as they have. put themselves in the frame. Referee not satisfied. The gap between the lineouts. 4 in this one. And challenged and secured here. Palmerston North have the football. Just a little shuffle on. Getting himself involved again, Cullen in midfield. Now there's an opportunity out wide, and it's Party once again. Gee, he's had a great start. The flying Mike Whanua on the far side of the field. Is he going to get picked off? In fact, he's gone all the way. Michael Whanua, what a brilliant play here from Palmerston North Boys High School. And once again, injecting himself into the effort. Caden Party, he's having a blind at midfield. Let's have another look at it. There's work to be done here. Plenty of it. The number 8 puts it through Skirman. Watch this busting run. Slices through. Lines up his man on the far side of the field. And look at a clean pair of heels from Mike Whanua. Stepping back on the inside from the attempted tackle. And all the way, Moiho. Class try.
Mō te whakangu I te haukanga. Kāre pai ngā atu I tērā o ngā piro. Whā ngā kaitākoro ki te toru. Toko whā ki te toko toru. Ngari he pakari te oma a te parirau a Whanua. Karo ake kia pāhi whakaroto ia I te paoro engari whakapono tonu. Aia ki aia no. Nei rā ko te kiki tautoko. Kua tuki ki ngā paukaura.
Frustrating.
Clip the sticks.
Yeah, when it's going right from out wide, looking on at the bench today. As we another look at, or celebrating the efforts here. Whipped away from Mitchell Hooper. And a little bit to play, and there was Skirman as well. But this was where the injection came from, Party. And the way he linked up on the side with Whanua. They try with a lot of class about it. Here's the kick-off and the restart. Well, it's anyone's game here, 13-10. Palmerston North with the football just outside their 22. Pitching in, Ollie Reid. And the ball's gone down, and this is dangerous for the visitors. Right on the line. It's going to be taking Herculean effort in defence here if they're going to keep the home squad out. The charge towards the line is good, and ultimately the big man is over on the far side of the field. It's Ratu Yokata who is in to score. Well, you make one little error and your opponents can capitalise. Just a little knock on there. It was always going to be challenging for them when they were so close to the line. The big number 1 gets himself into position.
How can you stop a big prop forward that close out?
Yeah, big Ratu.
Tahi te mahi ua ko tēnā.
Solid. So tries to big Ratu, Nate Werder, Hill, Whanua, and a couple of penalties. And we've kicked out again to 18-10. Hope you're enjoying the action here. And of course, Whakata Māori celebrating the rangatahi sport. In fact, playing more sport with our young people than any other platform in Aotearoa. Here's the extras. The attempted shot for the extras. And Bastien Lalamond once again splits the sticks. 20 points to 10. 20, and you're watching Super 8 live on Whakata Māori.
Yeah, this one's completely tightened up now. Capitalising off errors. Piro atu, piro mai. Ai te tīmatatanga o te Kemu. Hometown took advantage and had full momentum. E tihi whana hāmene. Some penalty kicks ka tahi ko e tihi o ngā piro. Visitors responded with a couple of tries as well. A 10-point differential I tēnei wehenga tuatahi.
The throw in on the far side here for Ngamutu. Great to have you with us this afternoon. All of the connections and whānau that have been watching here with pride. They see these young athletes on show literally across the nation and indeed across the world. A lot of the footage available on the YouTube platform, which can beam into lounge rooms anywhere on the globe. Once again, this familiar kicking style of Heath Sheehan. Taken at the back by Tino Kuki. But it's Whanua who gets himself injecting into centre field. Taken at the back by Skirman. Short side, this is touched. Still in though, into the hands of Caden Party. He's done some good things so far in the match party. 40 out from their own line. Palmerston North laying the ball up, fed nicely by Mitchell Hooper. Kick over the top, how's this bounce going to go? And it's been retrieved as well. Skillful play, brilliance. This is Eric Miller. Wonderful to get another look at that if possible, but Eric Miller juggled the football and really gave his teammates a chance, but we're still alive here and in possession. Palmerston North, out it goes to Whanua. We know how strong he is with the carry. The tackle as well was also full of commitment on the far side of the field, and it's Ngamotu who come up with the football and needed to too because they're under extreme pressure. Again, that familiar left foot kick from Sheehan puts it into touch on the far side of the field.
Ka kitea no tātou I te kiki, he mea whakarite tera. Tahi rā ngā ringa kakama ko ona. Eric Miller does well there, but a counter-rucking on the edge, saw the turnover.
Important line out. Climbing nicely to pick it off is Leo Webb, but it's been snaffled here by Big Ratu. And now, Sheehan. There's a lot going on here as both the forward packs are having a real ding-dong battle with each other, a bit of an arm wrestle through the middle. The midfield play has been really exciting to watch, and here's another example of it. Trying to cut through the gap, staying in the field of play. As Sheehan picks it up, might play just to go to ground here and just control the football. Look for some phases. Ratu has it. Just inside Palmerston North territory. Chip over the top, literally. But it was read nicely too. And counteracted by Palmerston North, who were onto the strategy of Lalemond, who put it over the top. It's delivered up by Webb. Tall, lanky lock forward for Palmerston North boys. 10 short of halfway, tempted to take the quick tap. They'll opt not to as player. Mitchell Hopper gets the ball. And they'll just steady the ship somewhat and call in the checking efforts of Mika Stonemitz. And put it out on the far side of the field. They'll get themselves into good attacking position. Hedo Moiho.
Aye, it's been a real seesaw battle so far. Mihi kawana ki ngā huruhuru o te manu nei ara te Super 8 Rugby 2026. Ko eke atu ko Bailey's, Caltex, Nativa, Apollo. Ka mutu ko Anka, ko whakata MāORI plus anō hoki.
Nice climb. Ollie Reid delivers it up for the visitors from New Plymouth as they push their way from Palmerston North, my apologies, as they push their way forward. Delivered up here from Mitchell Hopper and almost an intercept on the far side of the field, regained. Picked up and dumped by Tino Cookie. Referee playing advantage. Important to keep the football. This is Skirman, I think he's in with the ball. Mitchell Hopper delivers up. Low to the ground and a driving effort, this time from Josh Stevens. Keeping it alive. Tall pass back on the inside. Nice one too. That's Cole Cullen. So the defence has been solid also the last little while here from Ngamotu. They'll have to be because they're having some pretty imaginative football as Whanua gets hold of the pill on the far side of the field. Really exciting when he gets the football. It's there to be taken. And understandably the referee says you've got to do it smarter than that. And Mike Whanua is penalised on the far side. A couple of conversations here with Ollie Reid. Just wants to get some clarification from the referee. Ball in hand for Lalemond.
Koa te kaunga piro e rerekea ana I tēnei wā. It certainly feels physical, fast, relentless. There's not much difference between these two teams.
Yeah, they're well matched at the moment coming into this one. So here's that short side run again. from Michael Whanua. An opportunity to let it go. The referee was counting the seconds, just thought he held on to for too long. Throwing on the far side. Now the ball has bounced into the hands here of Steinmetz under some pressure. As you can see, the referee will pack the scrum down here, and it will be a home team scrum feed. Well, just want to take our hats off to the try scorers so far. Nate Werder, Big Ratu for the home squad, and Hill and Whanua, who've crossed for the visiting team, Palmerston North Boys High School. If you just joined us, this is Super 8. As we look at these amazing images of the infamous gully. A little bit of rain just starting to fall in New Plymouth. Make it for more challenging conditions, might make it even more exciting. I hope you're enjoying the action. Plenty to like about what we're witnessing here this afternoon.
Kāre he aha ki ngā taitama tāne kei te hiwi, kei te puke e paki mai ana, e waiata mai ana mo tō rātou tīma.
Hey, tika.
They don't care about a bit of rain.
They're enjoying themselves. Nice little battle going on here with Heath Sheehan too, and Pia Mitchell Hopper, the 2 9s. Both of them crafty and inventive players. And just try to ensure their input adds to the colour of the attacks. A few proud whānau up in the mix.
No, I te huna, I te whakamārane, because the bear was supposed to be at work.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Really?
Son's playing, of course you got to get out there and back him.
So it's Ngāmotu with the ball. Just trying to pop that pass back, but it's actually been knocked on. So it'll be an opportunity for the visitors here. A couple of changes? No, perhaps not. As the referee is calling the number 3, Big Sam Graham, to the far side of the field. Just setting the scrum. Kia ora watu e te whānau. O maraitari o tautoko o ngā tīma, te whutuporo. On the far side of the field here. Palmerston North is starting to build some pressure. And of course, we're into what's the final 5 minutes now of that first half. Important one unfolds here in the last few minutes. Play on, says the referee, and here they come with the roll on. The boys in white. Big Ollie Reid takes it forward. Some drive-through and assistance from Mitchell Hopper. He gets back to fulfill his role at the base of the scrum. That ball's got to ground, but the half volley pick-up is smart. Oh, and almost into the hands of Cole Cullen. He knows too, if he was able to grab that one, Moiho, it was a big, big chance to take it all the way.
Mahi mahunga tēnā te waiho I te pāhi, ka titira no tātou ki te pāhi I kōrero hia nei au. Ana, just leave that, let it bounce, scoop it up by the fullback. Maka whakamua, pāhi whakamua. Haika o te tīma ka kore ia e rata ki aia anō.
Really been enjoying the action here today. You know, right from the get-go, these two young squads just gave the ball some air, particularly New Plymouth. And in the early minutes of this one, they were spinning the ball wide and, you know, punching holes in the defence. It squared up a little bit more, as sport does, midway through that first half. But we've still got a chance for another addition to the scoreboard. If it does come, who will it come from? Here's the kick downtown. We've seen some skill at the back here from Michael Whanua. He says, well, we'll play down your end of the ground. That's a huge punt, rolling end over end into the end goal, and it will hold up there and forced by Bastian Lalamond. And of course, Bastian as well kicking 2 penalties early in the match. 20 points to 10, 33 minutes gone. Looking for the restart as the boys from New Plymouth Boys High School. Hucker in the stands here at the gully. Here's the restart. Bounce, important, taken by Steinmetz. They push it across into the hands of Cookie. Cookie looks left, the big 8. This is Skirman has the football. Has he been able to maintain possession? Going for it, penalty. Penalty for Palmerston North.
Ai, kiki a te poro. Kiki ki te kokona rano. Vital. Crucial. Me he mea ka whai piru anō a te kapa manuwhiri a te papa e o ea.
So Steinmetz puts it out on the far side of the field. This could be the last line out of this first half. Mind you, what you're looking at on your screens at home is a guide, really, in the hands of the referee, as we say, until down to his timepiece. We'll stay with the action right through until he calls curtains. Here we go. Climbing nicely. Ollie Reid pulls it in. Look at the drive. Reid turns and keeps the drive himself going. That's the try line, only 5 or 6 metres away from the scrum base. Out through Eric Miller. He's got the ball with support here from Party. He drives in. Forcing the defence. Zach Ravel is in the mix. Here's a great chance for Palmerston North, just right on the cusp of the halftime break. Driving towards the line. Moiho.
Ai, māku tēnei wahanga Dale. Kua torona atu te ringa o te referee. He hāmene kei te haere. He piro hoki. Kua hua mai. Tētehi o ngā tangata tā roa kaua pia ko te nama whā, engari ko te nama rima. Tāku e whakarohi ana ko Leo Webb. Tēnā. Ki te anō a kaua ko Webb.
It's a big Ollie.
Ollie ko Josh Rani. Ngari me mihi katika. Ki te manawa roa o te kapa o te papa I o ea. Josh Stevens. Tāku nei te tiro.
And of course the penalty was successful. We were anticipating that they might get across the line prior to the halftime break. That is what has happened. And we go to the break with an extra 7 points on the scoreline. 20 points to 17. We are in for a humdinging second half here. And so wonderful to have you with us here at Palmerston North.
Ai, kāti ake e te iwi, ka tahi rā te hawhe tua tahi ko tēnā. Hoki mai koutou mo te wehenga tuarua. E toru kaute te rerekētanga. I wanganui e nei kapa e rua, kaua koutou e haere tawhiti. Hoki mai, ako ake nei.
You see performance, we see whakapapa. Live on MāORI Plus 30th of June to the 3rd of July. Ngā kapahaka kura tuarua o Aotearoa 2026. Ako ake nei ki MāORI Plus.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through a tough time. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved with it. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
What makes selling with Bailey's altogether better? It's the energy we bring to every home we sell. Enhancing and lifting the energy of your home to achieve the best possible result. Because when the energy is right, you can feel it. Baileys, altogether better.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
All right, short stuff. Show me what you got.
You just don't have what it takes.
We have no power, no audience, we make no money, and they're the ones who are making the decisions for us. You're the boxer, this is your fight.
It's a brutal, barbaric sport.
I think it's kind of exciting.
On the Ropes, all eps streaming now, ki MāORI Plus.
A hoki mai e hoa mā ki tēnei o ngā kemu. Rawera wātu, wanganui te papa I o ea, ka mutu ko ngā motu. E toru ngā kaute, te rerekētanga I te wehenga tuatahi. Ko ngā piro, a maia Nate Werder, Ratu, Hill, Whanua, Josh Stevens. Kicked off by a couple of early penalties. Tip for tat, ngā kapa e rua. Hometown in the black and white stripes. And the away team, Te Papa I o ea, Palmerston North Boys, strutting the all-white uniform.
Yeah, well, it was a really interesting first half, wasn't it? It had everything, right from the pulsating start, especially by the midfields as well, from the home squad who were punching holes. But then it covered up, and we had a fight back as well with those tries to Max. So this is an example. This is one of the tries that was scored. This was Werder's run in, and that was quite brilliant. As we get another look at here at how the tries unfolded.
Ratu, Paumua, anei te piro a whanua ki te taha a Maui rāno, tana kaha ki te karo whakaroto. Some of the early tries of the first half.
Back into live action. Wonderful to share some time with you here on Whakata Māori, celebrating the best of rangatahi sport. And so many fine players emerging out of both these squads. And the school community so proud of the efforts here of these young men down in the famous gully as we see the ball delivered up again from Shen. He's having a strong game, a busting run, and a beautiful finish here for Ngāmotu. Wonderful effort.
Te kauma toru te o Wesley Elisara. Look at the line he runs here. Te tuku poto. The short ball. Matana hoa haere out of Jeremy Merrick. Fists in the air.
Well, they deserve to celebrate there, Moiho. What a great start to the second half here. 25-17. Very kickable position as well. As Willie Elisara showed a clean pair of heels. Punched through the gap with real intent. And he had some pace on as well. Able to outstrip his opponents. Came desperately to get at him, but just couldn't catch the flyer. Looking good off the tee as well. Bastien Lolemon, let's have another look at it. How he sort of positions himself and then punches through that hole. And no one was going to stop him. Elisara goes around to improve the position. Swimming right next to the post and does the obligatory jump in the air in celebration. Well done to Wesley.
Tohu tēnā o te whanaungatanga I Wainganui a Wes. Rawaka Jermaine. He kounga. He taumata ke atu.
Well, that's certainly what Papa Ioia wouldn't have wanted. And now the responsibility is on them to secure the football. But you've got these young guys from the home team who are just feeling very confident here at the moment. There's another kick downfield. Sheehan's had a good kicking game. Pressure on at the back. Bounce important. And the ball's taken in there by Tino Cookie. Delivered up, Mitchell Hopper.
Does got to take the ball there unexpectedly.
Going backwards somewhat. Sort of have to settle themselves down just a little here, Palmerston North.
And again,
Lalemond, this time angling the kick across field. Beautifully taken on the far side as well. Bit of a kicking duel here, nicely controlled, playing it for Lalemond with the chip over the top, looking for the bounce and the regather, but it doesn't come his way. Not for long. So Ngāmotu will get another chance with the football. Referees well in position. In fact, it'll stay here with Papaioia. From the scrum base now. They just need to keep their heads a little bit, and it's an intercept. But not in the space that was needed to get himself away. I think that was Wipiti Boylan. Just grinding their way forward here. Chip over the top. There's the kick. Downfield. Oh, and looking for that half volley pickup. It doesn't come, so the scrum's going to be set here. A wonderful battle here as we go into the second half. And really great to have you with us. Thanks to all the sponsors for Whakaata Māori as we get another look. It's a difficult one. Not quite sure whether to go forward or allowed to bounce a second time. Ultimately, the decision was made and went for it, but it was low, very difficult to pick up. Thanks again to Bailey's, and of course the Caltex, Apollo Projects, Anchor and Nativa, and of course all of them contributing to the coverage here, celebrating our young people's sport, and part of a strategy to get us all involved and be active all our lives. It's been advanced here by Whakaata Māori. Here's the scrum feed here for Mitchell Hopper. Peels away at the back, and it's Sherman who delivers it up to him, trying to create an overlap on the far side. Double around, balls to ground. Climbing on it, and a opportunity for the boys from Ngāmotu.
Kāri hoki, Dale Kāri kōwhai. Aki te hawhi peke. Mitchell Hopper. Mauheretia. Rotorua e ia te hoariri. Tackle without the ball here. We see the little wraparound play. Here we go with a bit of an ankle tap, preventing the hometown from scooping up on the ball and running the distance.
Lalemond look for some extra and easy meters down that left edge on the far side of the field. Now even more pressure here on Papaioia. A bit of celebrations. Some replacements making their way onto the field to be satisfied with his work. Joel Jones. Gets a rest by coach Chris Luke. Line out time, far side of the field. Referee just ensuring that there's a decent gap between the line outs. There's the throw in. 9 turnovers for Palmerston North already in the game. As we see them with the football down the left edge this time, and another beautiful run. They're setting it up here for Michael Whenua. He's knocked the ball on by the looks of things.
Hamene. Kei te piki haere te nama o ngā Hamene, koia ko te tuarima i nānei. I rima katoa ngā Hamene te haukainga. Things are going their way. Remember, they're playing with a man down. As we see a replay of where the penalty come from. Ana. Ko Ngāmotu. Me te whiu o te poro katoa tika, ka kore rānei, tika marika.
Ai, ia pai. Pai tana mai.
The Maul drives up. A couple of meters at a time.
peeled away by Sheehan. Looking for an opportunity in the midfield. Down one player. Pia Mitchell-Hooper, yellow carded for tackling without the ball. To ground goes Sheehan, or could that be Davis? Picks it up and delivers. Ngamutu in possession, just looking to maintain that position for a couple of extra phases as we see an opportunity on the left edge. Chip over the top, the chase is on, the bounce is vital. Secured here by Ngamutu. Pressure on at the back, the tackle almost made by Whanua, who's across the top with some assistance from Cullen. Delivered up here. Here come Ngamutu on the boil. Need again to have control as Sheehan gets hold of the football. The backs are spread deep and wide. They've got plenty of potential as they use the ball. Stepping back on the inside. Desperate defence this time around from Party. Up through the middle, no one home. But he'll be called back.
Yeah, he tino rautaki tērā a Deo, tērā tūmomo āhuatanga. Mo te tiki tere I te pauro. Mai tērā o ngā wāhi. Cunning those pick and goes.
Yeah, for sure.
Forming a sort of bridge or part of the ruck and then breaking away. It's not the first time. Te tuatoru, te tuawhāpea.
This is such a choice place to broadcast rugby from. Super 8. Let's have another little look at the play down the left edge and the kick over the top. The chase was good. Remember, a player down as well.
Bounce was favourable too.
Took a scrambling D there from Whanua with assistance from Cole Cullen on the far side of the field. Back into live action here. And the throw-in. Max Hill with the responsibility here for Papaioia. Down by 10. Secure the football for the boys in white. Now they need some control here.
Rongo tātou I te kaiwa wau kia whakamahia te pauro.
A bit of a breather.
Transferring the pill. Midfield. Gary Owen.
A little bit feisty. I don't need that. It's just a bit of push and shove there. Referee will be right on top of this. Emotions running high.
The boys on the hill didn't want that at all.
Not at all. Just as the viewers at home don't really want an air horn, but it's there. A few words here.
Warwick Lemert tēnā. Ki atu ana ki ngā kai kāpene kia kōrero ki a rātou, rāua ki a rātou a kai tākaro. 10 points differential. Will they take the 3?
Some running repairs for players. Midfield.
Bit of a nothing midfield kick off the free kick, I might add, Dale.
Indeed, it's some chases. And indeed, it will be the first fight. Bastien Lalamond has been very good off the tee today. And he'll get another opportunity, certainly within his kicking range. Well, Super 8 rugby continues. Plenty of games still to come on for the next month or so, culminating in the final. You'll get all the action live, and of course, we're doing a lot of coverage as well on the YouTube channel. These ones going up live on Whakaata Māori. But we also have situations where games are being covered, one camera shoots and the like. But it's great to have you with us here. No problemo.
Ai te ahua nei te pai, kua pai te kiki. Ki te anō tātou I te whana. He rangatira.
30-17 is our scoreline here. Plenty of good action. Great commitment. And a show of what's possible when these two teams combine. Play some decent footy. Look at this little break. Inside ball. Now the run to the line, plenty of supporters. Dummy opening up the charge for the line. The chase is on. It's over the top, stepping back on the inside. And what a finish! Waiting try. Absolutely sparkling efforts here. And the right wing into score for the home squad. Ngā Motu. Absolutely brilliant.
Nāna te piro I timata. Tika ana mana te piro e whakaoti. Pāhi whakaroto. Tami whakawaho. Me te tautoko I te kai oma. Taku nei te tiro. Ki te tekau mā tahi a Zach Revel.
Well, Zach was right on track there. Started it off, finished it off. And that's one he'll be able to put into his show reel. Show his mokopuna when he's an old guy. So I remember scoring at the gully one Thursday in a Super 8 match. Here's the extras. We're really ramming home the advantage now. The home team, Ngā Motu. Giving it to Papaioia, who stayed in the game, but that from the kickoff, that would be an absolute kick in the guts for the young players in white today. Here's Revel.
How well does he do to take the ball, then step back on the inside?
Made himself available. In fact, plenty of runners were there. Now, this is very clever play.
E pāhi whakamua tērā deo.
Aura.
Tērā pia. Is that a full pass? Maybe, maybe not.
Don't think so, mate.
Pāhi rārangi.
Yeah.
I'm ball.
Yeah. Here I went to pay. 37-17. Look how quickly it can change. And, you realise when you're down a player, and it can really put some pressure on. Papaioia struggling somewhat. They need to get hold of the football. They need to put some pressure on, but at the moment it's all Ngā Motu. Chip over the top. We've seen this before. Lalaman looking for the bounce. And up to the chest, and the referee will ask them to come on back.
Hey, well, I know it's the FIFA World Cup on at the moment, but turn it up. Was that three
little kicks
on the toe? Referee's not having that. Warwick saying, no. We're at the Super 8 rugby, son.
I don't know about that. Anyway, congratulations to our New Zealand team. I thought it was awesome drawing against Iran in their first hit out. They have the support of us all, even though if we align ourselves with different codes, when the Kiwi boys are in action on the world stage, we're all in their corners. Good luck for the next effort. So here's the scrum feed. Michael Whanua with the responsibility this time around. And looking down the barrel of a 20-point deficit at the moment. Papaioia. Lots to like about the attitude that's on show. Whanua takes it from the scrum base. Looking for an opportunity. Cade Party's been very good here today and continues to impress. That's a charging run from Party, but he loses the football. After all that good work.
He's having a one-man party. I saw he had an overlap there. His right-hand wing.
His mate's about to come back on. Returning from purgatory. They just need to steady themselves a little bit, Papaioia. But Party's been good. And split. Might have run himself out of room a little bit, but uses the shunt. He sort of lowers his body position and rams into those defenders.
20 play here, 20 points difference. As we've seen in previous games of the CNI and the Super 8 Dale, the mana nui of the bench in this final sort of back quarter of the game. How important for them to maintain pressure and come on with impact.
How they use the rotations off the bench are going to be important. So it's a little bit of breathing space here. Let's go. The ball in hand has been a great contributor today, Bastian. Smart kicking game. Good off the tee. His delivery around the base of the scrum and working with the midfield has been exceptional as we see another charging effort. That's the attitude that's needed as Cole Cullen takes it in. Over the top comes Ollie Reid, taking it back from Tino Cookies, getting himself involved too as Papaioia press their claims. Just a few more metres. They'll get a penalty as well, which should add some starch and momentum to their efforts and their challenge. Number 20 is on for them.
Cash Moss, tērā. Kuhumai.
So looking forward to some good play here as we move forward. And wonderful to have you with us here this afternoon. And for those of you watching out, post-match, it's just great to have professional coverage of these young guys in action. Some of them will go on to do some wonderful things in the sport of rugby, others may not. But there will always be this digital taonga for the families of all who are in the mix here this afternoon. So Papaiʻoia pushing through. They need to score next, absolutely need to, but they won't be doing it this time around as well. Another little faux pas. You don't have to falter by much.
They're pushing into one another, I think.
– 11 turnovers now for Palmerston North, so they'll be disappointed at that stat when they get a chance to watch the videotape, as the saying goes. Or coverage of. Digital footprint, call it what you will. Special to have you with us here this afternoon, Thursday afternoon rugby, and look at this weaving little run and a little flick pass as well. Looked full of class back on the inside, lovely. There was a runner on the inside, the kick towards touch. Has it gone into touch? Well, the referee's going to come all the way back. There were a couple of players there that were creating an opportunity that ultimately wasn't capitalised on. But again, you can see the home team with confidence sky high, 20 up on the scoreboard. Look at that pass. Smooth.
Yeah, the kick just going too deep. Hey, they're not taking the foot off the pedal, that's for sure. Up by 20, but still keen to tick the board over.
37-17. Some brilliant tries scored here this afternoon. A lot of physicality. It's both two forward packs going hammer and tong at each other. Scrum feed here, Cash Moss with his back to us. Let's see if he's able to spark his teammates on, having coming on with fresh legs. Papaiʻoia. Centre field defence is solid here from Ngamotu. Delivering across to the far side of the field. A little bit one out at the moment. Need a little bit more structure. Moss to the back. Flat kick. Bouncing up nicely here. No choice for him, Mr. Rebel.
This is an important opportunity for the boys from Palmerston North to regroup. We saw in the first half as the lead crept up, we thought, hey, it's going to be a long day, but they showed
plenty of character
to be able to come back, and let's hope that that's the case in this scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. Ngamotu with the football.
This is the replay, Dad. Yep, this other penalty came to beat.
Yeah. I was just trying to get a decent handle on who that was taking the ball in. Moiha. Here we are with the line out throw, Max Hill. His accuracy with the throw out is going to be very important. It comes down to Moss. Moss calling for the ball. He's got it now. Looking for some opportunities down the right corridor.
It's going, just crabbing a little bit. Mahi pāpaka. A bit sideways. Engari, hei tā Warwick, tūhapa ana, a New Plymouth. Kick to the corner. Have a crack at the line.
Stone Metz.
Kāre te poro I puta.
Started off as a good opportunity here for Papaiʻoia. Turned around quickly too. Not finding touch deep. But we'll get the chance for the throw-in as Max Hill steps into his traditional role on the far side of the field. More replacements this time. 17's in. It's Jack Lovell Ngā whau. Excuse me.
Lolo ngā whau. Ai.
Comes sauntering up into their work. 7, 6 and 8, 7 climbs high, pulls it in. Ollie Reid, Papaioia, a split run, a good run. Slipping on the surface, much to the delight of the boys on the hill. Taken by Moss, over the top for Party. Party tries to find a way through. With him there is Unfelt. Moss again. Needs to settle it down the middle and maintain possession. That's ultimately how they'll get it home. 20-point deficit, long way to come. 22 and on the run. Here's Jack, has the ball. Centrefield, here's a hole. Good push forward from Steinmetz. Still with Papaioia. Three quick penalties.
Oh, we had a card earlier on. The referee might be reaching to his pocket again for 3 consecutive penalties.
Good climb again from Ollie Reid. And slipping on the surface there. Back into the live action here, 37-17. 12 minutes to play. There's still plenty of opportunity to get some tries on the board, so to speak. Cash Moss. At the back is Skirman. He's controlling the scrum. A concerted and powerful effort needed here by Papaioia. Taking it to back, Moss under some pressure. Ball's gone to ground. They'll get another penalty here. And Papaioia, there'll be some frustration building up here, you'd imagine. A little bit of push and shove again. Testosterone levels running high. There's 4 penalties against New Plymouth Boys High. The ref's going to get jack of it soon. A bit of wind on the surface here. Artificial turf surface at the gully. Looks to be in favour too of the visitors, Papaioia.
10 to go here in this round 2 clash of the Super 8 competition. As we have another look at where the harmony came from. To Hapaana. CNI is certainly in full swing. This is early stages of the 8 Kura clash.
Yeah, it's such a proud competition, Super 8. Really hard tussles to get supremacy there. Little dart with the football here. This is Fergaiman. These fresh legs are starting to pay some dividends here for Papaioia, certainly as far as field position is concerned. They're 10 metres out from the try line.
As we see the forwards grouping together. Ana Ollie Reid tērā, Kāmatu, ko Tauranga Maasi.
That's him with the football, Moiho.
Taj Hauraki anō te tihi piki whara ko whai wāhi mai nei. Haere taki rua te mahi. 5 mita te tawhiti. Kei te pēhea te rāringi o wawao a te hau kāinga, he pakari, he ngoi kore rānei. Kei he te āputa, kei ngā taha pea, tere puta mai, ngā kairutu i te rāringi wawao, te rāringi ārai. Tau te pōro ki raro i nāenei, kei mua tonu atu i ngā paukaura. Arako Josh Stevens, tēnei pakari te rutu, taha poto anō, topatahi, for Mohiretia, wrapped around by the replacement halfback and Cash Moss. Taking the ground, te kaumita, te tawhiti, mai te taha, Maui Kāmutu ko te rārangi piro. Nice rush defence coming up from the hometown, strong fend by te topa, Rua ara ko Eric Miller tērā. Moss coming and play clean out. Ambridge manages to fling the ball away. Te hiku o te nonoke. Tēnā mawarua, John T. Skirman. Moss to the right side. Strong, resilient defence there.
Oh, you've got to take your hat off too to the home team there, Moiho. Ngā Mutu have been reading the play really nicely. The pressure's trying to be applied here from Papaiʻoia, but Ngā Motu are just everywhere as we see another surging run, but no way through.
That was Cole Cullen driving through. We've seen a turnover though. Referee's playing advantage. Te hoki whakamuri. Engari kei a rātou te poro with a clearance kick. Higher than the distance. But the bounce of the ball is unpredictable.
Well, that's definitely the case. So the referee did play an advantage. There was some meterage on it and an opportunity too for the pickup on the far side of the field. 18 on the mix, or in the mix, is Eroni Kito, but it didn't bounce favourably for him. Look, hats off to these two squads. They've been going at it and really giving their all. But the attacking prowess has been counteracted too by committed defence. And so the leads that have been taken here, particularly by Ngā Motu, right throughout the game, they've managed to control, they've been in control on the scoreboard throughout the game's entirety. Just another look at how we came to have the scrum pack down as Moss feeds it. Time running out now for Papaiʻoia. They'll look to have a quick tap, even that's going to be constrained here. 37-17, just on 7 to play. They've been outgunned here this afternoon with the mad-ass support that's coming in from the top and around the stadium here at the Gully. You can understand that this would be a very satisfying victory, and they're on the cusp of securing that. Moss with the ball, decides to go short side. Defence strong, carrying it. Tauranga Maati. The boys on the hill continue to provide that immense tautoko. It's been such a feature of this afternoon's clash. 21 is Chance Walker. He's got the ball now. All the replacements from the bench are being utilised here for Papaiʻoia. 30 metres from the line now.
Things don't get any easier for Palmerston North. They're taking on Tauranga Boys next. The boys from New Plymouth up by 20 at the moment, travelling down to Tauranga Nui Akiwa.
The penalty here, and well, it's the last roll of the dice. Ready for this proud Kura Papaiʻoia. And the referee is calling out the skippers here. Ollie Reid is going in. Just a little frustrated as well, the referee. Bit of a stop-start at times here in the second half. And his frustration is borne out by his awarding of a penalty here to the visitors. 5.5 left. And perhaps recognising that it's got away from them here. 20 points in 5 minutes, unlikely, but they've got plenty of pride in the Kura, so they'll continue to battle on. This time it's down the right side. And a step back on the inside, the powerful run as well. Gets to his feet again. His teammates coming to follow up. Short side play. Driving towards the line.
Eric Miller with the initial carry. He pakari ngari koia. Anake as the ball carriers lifted and turned.
Well, there's a lot of desperation now in the approach from Papaiʻoia.
Caden Party. Quick tap taken by Micah Steinmetz and Miller breaks through. Karo Whakaroto. Just stuck, stranded, I suppose.
The old guy's down on the far side of the field, but he's to his feet now, and everyone's Kate Pai. So this is going to be packed down too. Ferg Armwood, Palmerston North, 13 turnovers. So hasn't been great control. The referee.
Bearing in mind, Dale, you know, te kimi tuarua tuatori noiho tēnei o te tau. It's early days in the Super 8 competition.
Yeah, sure.
Be reasoning as to why there's been so many turnovers, errors, or penalties.
Plenty of interesting tries as well throughout the course of the 65 minutes thus far. Scrum feed on the far side of the field. Push on. Papaioia. Want that ball back. It's been snaffled on the far side and meterage stolen down the left edge. Taj Hauraki sends the ball. Plenty. Stepping up. The pass at half volley almost picked up here. The ref will come back for the knock on. But yeah, just
koinei te wātua tonu kua haka te haukainga nei wera. Haka pōhiri at the start with the boys coming on out. We had the Kappa itself performance haka before the game. Just before half time, the boys let it rip as well, and in these dying minutes, the supporters want to get in on the action too.
Well, see, I was saying, you know, when it feels right, let it rip. I remember a story about the Olympic Committee when we all were encouraged to utilise the haka as a proud reflection of our Kiwi ways. And, you know, some of the non-Māori guys were always looking at the coach saying, should we haka? Should we haka? You know. And, anyway, the Māori representatives there, I think it was Amster Reedy, Trevor Shaler, they just said, hey, if it feels right, let it rip. So there were haka going down left, right and centre with our New Zealand squad. And you can't get too much of it. It just sounds wonderful in the background. There's another break. And nobody's home. And look at the galloping run to the line. And that's a pretty satisfying finish, if you ask me. For Ngāmotu.
Nā te haka tērā I tohua. Yeah, one of those rob the nest ones. As we see the error take place, but like you said, Dale, you've got to keep an eye on this play here. Thinking that would, you know, the ball's gone through the legs.
Actually, they've used it a number of times today.
Yeah,
that particular play. So good on them. 42-17, and a kick to come. So it's going to be a very, very comfortable victory here for Ngāmotu over Papaioia. A deserved victory.
Nā, koera te tangi a te pūtātara te o e tohua mai nā kua pau te wai ki a tātou. Wha te kaumā wha ki te kaumā whetu. Ko Ngāmotu ārunga I tēnei tukinga. Hei te ronga I te hari I te koa. A te marenga a te tini tāngata, te mano tāngata ko tai mai nei tēnei ahi. Awesome game, had to go one way, Dale. Acknowledgements to both teams.
Yeah, well, it was a good game of rugby. As you say, second round of the Super 8. We're always going to be treated to some teams developing the shape and both attack and defence. There's plenty of commitment on show, and there were plenty of good, talented, physical interactions as these two teams have done battle. This is another example with what Moiho was touching on, looking as though you're shaping to help deliver a clean ball, but in fact snaffling it and then gassing it to the try line. We've seen it time and time again. To their credit though, Papaioia never lay down, and as we went towards the end of that first half, we thought that they could be in for a big opportunity, one to impress on the far side. Michael, who did extremely well, Mike Whenua. But all in all, the forward pack for the home team were just too strong. That's the big number one, Ratu Yongata.
I really like that try. That was the tuku poto. The short ball play there between the both centres. Wesley Elisara tēnā. And off the kickoff, another short side play. This was a great try too.
Zach Revel.
We thought that was number 11's Revel in this for a moment.
This ball here is smart. It was under pressure, had a runner on the inside, but instead lobs the ball back, and the man who started it finished it. Smooth operators. Congratulations to this young team from Ngāmotu. It's putting the icing on the cake. A very popular figure. And he's got the huge strides. He could have galloped all the way, the Waitara, as well, by the looks of things. Well, here we have it. Sportsmanship is at the peak of what this is all about. Waifakata Māori celebrate rangatahi sport, and win, lose or draw. Respect afforded from one another to each other. And that's what epitomises sport here in New Zealand. I hope you enjoyed the action. In the end, though, just too strong. 44 points to 17. Here's some of the breakdown of those stats here, Moiho.
Te nuing o ngā hapa me ki te kaumā whā ki te waru a ka mutu I piki haere, I nui haere te nama o ngā hāmene ki wanga nui I ngā tīma e rua. Ara, whātikau mā whā ki te tikau mā whitu e hoa mā, koe nei ko ngāra raunga, these are the stats, he oi anō, ko te whanaungatanga, ko te kotahitanga, ko te mahi, ko te manaakitanga, me ki ngā motu ki te pāpā I o ea, kei whea mai.
Yeah, it's a great game, and I hope you enjoyed the action. If you did, then please be kind enough to join us for more coming up here. First 15 rugby games on Whakata Māori and Māori Plus. Saturday, it's Napier and Tauranga Boys. That's in the Super 8. And, of course, continuing on as well, Rotorua against Hamilton, Gisborne against Hastings. 3 fine games, should be absolute crackers for round 2 on the 8 here, Moiha.
Aku mihi whakamutunga ki a koutou ko mātakitaki mai nā kāmatu ko ngā kāhui tautoko e tautoko hi ana I tēnei whakataitai. Bailey's, Celtics, Nativa, Apollo, Anchor, Māua ko Dale tēnei mihi kawana ki a koutou. Mā te wā, tēnā tātou katoa.